What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, and today we're taking a look at Slurpuff in the Ultra Premier League. Now, Slurpuff just came out earlier this week, and it does max out at level 50. Now, I don't have all the XLs for level 50, so we're taking a look at the level 40 version of it today to see how it performs in the meta. Now, I did break down, and I joined the dark side. I'm running Obstagoon Double Charm. I never thought that I'd be running a Double Charm team, but I did it for the content so we could see Slurpuff in action. So leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. Looking at the first battle, I have Obstagoon up against a Kingdra lead. That's a pretty good lead for Obstagoon, however I would rather have one of my Charmers on this. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash here and see if I can get the boost. If I get the boost, they'll probably want to swap out and I'll get switch advantage that way. No, I don't get the boost, so now I'm going to try to catch the Outrage, and I clicked on Slurpuff as he was throwing, but it didn't let me out, so now I'm going to have to shield it up in case it is the Outrage. Just the Octazooka, and they do get the debuff. Feels bad, but I'm going to build up a ton of energy, and then I'm going to swap out into Slurpuff. They answer with an Empoleon. That's a pretty hard counter, but Slurpuff does have access to Energy Ball and Flamethrower, both which hit for neutral. So they do have to throw before I get to one of those moves, or else I would hit them for quite a bit of damage. So they throw the Hydro Cannon, that's fine. Slurpuff's going to go down. Slurpuff didn't get much play in the first game, but that's alright. We got 4 more games to showcase it, right? So Obstagoon's going to come back in, going straight for the Night Slash here. And we get the boost! That is major. Now, unfortunately, I CMP tied here. I wish I could have farmed up a little bit more, but that's okay. I showed up the Hydro Cannon. I'm going to throw this next Night Slash. We'll see if they want to double shield their Empoleon or not. Yeah, they're reading I have double charm, so they want to double shield it, and they bring out their Gallade. Now, I could have stayed in with Obstagoon a little bit because the Confusions are double resisted, but I went ahead and swapped into Togekiss. And they're throwing the Leaf Blade, so they're not debuffing themselves, which is a major win for me. I get a little bit extra farm, and that's going to help me reach this Flamethrower right here. And this Flamethrower is going to take out the Empoleon, so all they have is a low health Kingdra in the back. These charms are going to do a lot of damage, so they have to throw this Octazooka immediately. They're going to be out of energy. Obstagoon can come back in, and all I have to do is make it to this Night Slash. It took 2 counters. We're there, and this should take out the Kingdra. Let's see. Yeah, it takes out the Kingdra, no problem. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the second match, we're up against Captain John. What does Captain John bring? An Empoleon lead. I was seeing Empoleon everywhere today, so we're going to get in a few counters before they swap out, and they bring in a Toxicroak. Now, Toxicroak's a bit of a core breaker for this team because it has access to Sludge Bomb, so we have to show up the potential Sludge Bomb here, and it was the Sludge Bomb, so at least we didn't get baited. And he's going to be able to reach another Sludge Bomb, so I go ahead and throw the Aerial Ace. Now, after this, I looked at some simulations, and Sludge Bomb only does 74% to Togekiss, so I definitely could have tanked one and saved that energy if I would have known that. That's alright, they bring back in Empoleon. I have Flamethrower, which will threaten this Empoleon, and they start lagging out, and I feel bad, so I don't throw the Flamethrower here. I'm going to go ahead and let them throw before me. You know, it just feels bad to lag. I didn't want to waste one of their shields over it. Still, I can bring back in Obstagoon and start chipping away. They do get to another Hydro Cannon here, but Obstagoon can tank it. Obstagoon's pretty bulky in the Ultra League, so no big deal. And they answer with a Gallade. Now this time I'm going to go ahead and throw this Night Slash to see if I can get a shield here. No shield. I figured since I had a lot of energy, they might think that it's a bigger move and try to shield it, but you know, it didn't work. That's fine. I can bring in my Slurpuff, catch this Leaf Blade, and just farm on down. Yeah, it just completely destroys that Gallade. And all they have left is this Empoleon, which is pretty low health. And we are able to charm down the Empoleon. And we had 3 shields left in that game, so let's go. Alright, moving into the next game, up against another Empoleon lead. I'm telling you, they were everywhere. Let's see what they want to swap out into. They bring out a Venusaur. So Venusaur, again, is a core breaker for this team. We're going to have to go ahead and go for the Night Slash to get some chip damage before we can swap out. And I'm going to try to catch the Frenzy Plant on my Togekiss since it would be resisted. However, I think I went one Vine Whip too early there, so they hold on to their energy and they're going to hit me with the Sludge Bomb. It definitely hurts, but we're going to try to double shield and farm down here. So we get to the Aerial Ace here and we CMP tie them. So at minimum, we're going to get 1 shield back and then hopefully we can still farm down. We're going to shield that up and let's see if they want to shield this or if they want to let their Venusaur go. Yeah, they want to shield it. and they realize what I'm going to do, so they swap out into their Empoleon to farm me down. That's fine, because now I can align my Obstagoon with this Empoleon, and Slurpuff does not have to meet it in the back. So we're going to go straight for the Night Slash here. And no boost, but we can continue farming, and they're going to throw the Hydro Cannon. I want to save my shield for whatever energy that Venusaur still has, so we're going to have to just eat it and go for the next Night Slash. We'll see if they want to shield their Empoleon here or not. No, they let the Empoleon go, and they bring out a Shadow Machamp. Slurpuff is just going to go to town because their switch clock is not up. Now the Machamp does get to a Rock Slide, but let's see, can Slurpuff tank this? Oh yeah, Slurpuff can tank it, come on. Level 40 Slurpuff ain't scared of that. They bring back in Venusaur. Now we can finally use this last shield. It was just the Frenzy Plant, but it would have taken us out. And then Machamp is left in the back. One charm does it. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, up against Johnson Boy, and Johnson Boy brings a Shadow Dragonite lead. That's a pretty bad lead for my Obstagoon, but I have 2 Charmers to respond to it. I'm going to go ahead and build up to the Night Slash, and then I'm going to swap out into Slurpuff. They're really confused about what this thing is, and they almost die before they bring out their Empoleon. So again, we're going to be able to race for the Energy Ball here. Like I said, Energy Ball and Flamethrower are the same energy cost, and they hit for the same amount of damage in neutral situations. However, Energy Ball has a chance of debuffing your opponent, so you want to go Energy Ball. Anyways, they're going to hit me with the Hydro Cannon here, and we're going to go ahead and go down. We're going to be able to bring back in Obstagoon and just get a lot of farm here. Now they're going to throw another Hydro Cannon. I can tank it. I know my Obstagoon doesn't have too much play against that Dragonite, so we're just going to go ahead and tank it and take all the energy we can get. I'm expecting the Dragonite to come back in, and I swap into Togekiss. I catch the Dragon Claw. Yeah, it does absolutely nothing to my Togekiss. They have a Shadow Snorlax in the back, so these charms are absolutely chunking, and now we can finally use our 2 shields. So we're going to use the first one on this Body Slam, and we're going to be building up to the Aerial Ace. I'm ready to throw the Aerial Ace when I get there. However, my opponent just backs out. They see the writing on the wall, so GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the final matchup of the day, up against Skyred, they bring a Swampert lead. That's a good lead for Obstagoon, but we're going to see how they want to play it. So they threw after 5 Mud Shots. That means they threw it as soon as they got to the Hydro Cannon, and I'm going to expect them to do the same thing for the next Hydro Cannon. So I'm going to build up, and I'm going to catch it on Slurpuff. So this is just a Hydro Cannon, not a Sludge Wave. Nothing I have to worry about too much. I mean, it still hurts, but no big deal. They bring out a Typhlosion. Typhlosion is not what I want to see because both Energy Ball and Flamethrower are going to be resisted. Nothing I can do here. Luckily, they do not just farm me down. I'm going to eat this Blast Burn. I'm going to bring back in Obstagoon. Now, I have a lot of energy on my Obstagoon, so I'm going to go straight for this Night Slash to see if I can get a shield. No, they knew it was just a Night Slash, and they're going to be at another Blast Burn right here. We're going to shield it up, and we're going to try to counter them down. They need 3 more Incinerates to get to the next Blast Burn. So there's 1, there's 2, and we're barely able to counter down just before they get there. But we have a ton of energy on Obstagoon now. We're like capped out at 100 energy. Let's see what they want to bring in. They bring out another Shadow Machamp. So we're going to go ahead and swap into Togekiss. They answer with their Swampert. Now I only have 1 shield here, so I have to kind of make a call. Do I think they have Sludge Wave? Are they going to throw it? I'm going to no shield. It's just the Hydro Cannon. That's a big call. Now they can't throw Sludge Wave at me. I'm just going to shield up whatever they throw next. And it's going to be another Hydro Cannon, but I should be able to charm down after this. Yeah, so just a couple more charms does it, and of course the Machamp's going to come back out. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Aerial Ace to get a shield here, and of course they showed it. They have not given up at this point because they know they can reach the Rock Slide. So Rock Slide is going to take out my Togekiss. Can Obstagoon take out a Shadow Machamp? You know he can because I got 100 energy, and I really wish I could hold a Night Slash and a Hyper Beam so I could beam this Machamp, but you can't. So we're going to go back-to-back Night Slashes, and this next Night Slash should be enough to take out this Shadow Machamp. Yeah, that does it. The GG's, well played to my opponent. Alright, so final thoughts on Slurpuff. I mean, it's a Charmer. I don't love running Charmers, so maybe I don't have the best point of view here, but it's a Charmer with high energy moves. Both Energy Ball and Flamethrower are 55 energy. There's no bait move available. Now the coverage of them is fairly decent, but I just think that Charmers with lower energy costs, such as Togekiss and Alolan Ninetales, are going to do a lot better in the meta. So would I invest in it? No. Do I regret investing in it? No, because I love watching it. It looks hilarious on the screen, so you know what, it's fun for me. Alright, that's it for today. This is ChillisFM reminding you that you are worth it and wishing you good luck in your battles.